Hello, fellow crafters and artists. My name is Martha, and I'm going to try to show you how to do a melted crayon technique. A lot of people have been asking me online, so I decided to make a little video. So I discovered this technique way back between 2006 2007. I can't really remember. It was kind of a happy accident, and since then I've been doing a few demonstrations locally. And when I used to live in Maryland, I moved to Florida. So, and doing a lot of the groups on Facebook, a lot of artsy groups and car making. So people have been asking what is the melt crayon technique. So I decided to do a little video on just a demonstration of how to do a basic background. So the supplies, I'm going to show you the supplies. So of course you're going to need crayons. You're going to need an iron. This is a craft iron for encaustic art, but you can use like a travel iron or something if you can't find one of these, or even a regular iron. Just be sure that you don't use it for ironing clothes, just leave it for art. And you're also going to need paper towels. The paper that I usually use is Bristol, so it has to be like a heavy cardstock. So because of the wax, it has some place to go. Or like I said, you can use just plain white cardstock. Also, you're gonna need kind of a newsprint, or even just printing paper, just the regular print paper, but it has to be quite a few so the wax doesn't run and ruin your space. So anyway, so the first thing is, if you're going to use your crayons, so you're going to need to remove the wrapper. And I usually just use a knife, cut through it, and remove it. It usually removes quickly. Some people even soak them in water. I think some people told me that it was easier to do it that way, but for right now, just this is the way I usually do it. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so, so I'm back. I just needed to heat up the iron. I didn't want you guys to wait until I got the iron hot enough to melt the crayon. So it's a pretty easy process. So you just melt the crayons. I got 3 different types of blue just to give some variation. So once you get it down, you're gonna spread it in one stroke, and then you're gonna load the iron again. So I'm showing you just kind of the same colors, so gonna tone. So it's not, so you want to practice. I think it's easier to get the practice on tone. That way you don't get the colors too mixed. And sometimes you can create browns when you mix different cools and warm colors. So just for demonstration, I'm doing how to spread the color. Actually should have done it smaller, so it would have gone quicker, but this is the process. So I had some other videos, but they used to be on For You Stream, and we used to have a group, and we used to chat a lot, and there were a lot of questions because it was live. So I didn't really have a quick little video just to show you the basics. And since a lot of people have been asking, I just wanted to have a quick video where it doesn't get into other stuff that is not related to the melted crayon. But if you decide to watch them, I just want you to know that my old videos came from Ustream, and I just uploaded them, so I didn't want to lose them, and kind of lose the history of this technique. So that's pretty much it's done. So I usually try to clean the iron. Sometimes if the iron gets too hot, you're gonna have fumes. So just try to keep it. If you see, like a smoking, just turn it down a little bit so it doesn't. You don't want to inhale those fumes. But this one has been pretty good. So the next step is to remove the wax. So for that, there's other ways to do it. As you can see, it's already got some crayon in the back. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna flip over, and sometimes if you don't clean your iron, or it still has some color in there, sometimes I just put another piece of paper on top of it. It's not necessary. You can do it directly, or you can use another piece of paper. So you're going to try to heat it up again so you can remove the wax. Something came up in my computer, so. And then from there, you flip it over again, and you kind of trying to remove the wax. You can do it this way, or you can do it with a heat gun. But the heat gun is noisy, so I didn't want to do that. Looks like my iron is not hot enough, so you pretty much just buff it. So it's going to be, if it's a small area, a small piece of paper, it won't take this long. And to me, this is not long. Since you can create your own colors, you can customize the colors to whatever project you have for the background. So if you're planning to stamp or emboss, stamp and emboss with embossing powders, I recommend that you really take your time buffing. So after that, it's very smooth and shiny, even though it doesn't reflect on camera that much. But this is the end product. And from there, you can create cards like this. This is just using the gold embossing pattern and a stamp and the greeting. So also, this is the one that I posted online. So just a greeting card. This one is a 5x7. So on this one I embossed from my leftover paper. I did a die cut, then embossed another little greeting too. So that's all. So if you have questions, just leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching.